Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode with me, Bellfire, and today we're back in the Space Engineers, and as you can see, I've been busy. For those of you who don't know, in the last episode, I decided to drive over here, even though it's less efficient, I don't really care. I wanted to try something new and different. So, this is going to be the thing that lifts the flagship off the planet. Only thing is, the flagship itself needs about 82 thrusters to lift off. Roughly. 82 large hydrogen thrusters to lift off. 83. Because it's like 82.6 and some change. So, what I'm doing is I'm rounding up to 100. But I might need to add more thrust. Might is the key word there. Because honestly, I'm not entirely sure if I'll need the extra thrust. Because right now, although yeah, it's... I only need 86 to get the flagship off the ground. That doesn't mean I'm in the clear just yet. Mainly because this thing is not small. And it's going to be very heavy. I can already say that with a near guarantee. But what I can also say is this thing should have more than enough thrust to lift itself at least. That, I think... Yeah, that's right. Okay. The annoying part is actually building each one of these pods. And then the next annoying bit will be welding it all up. But that, in itself, should be very easy, especially with the fact that I can use delivery drones to deliver resources here. The same way I'm using the... my little cargo drone over here to occasionally ferry me back and forth, but mostly ferry stone back and forth. Because right now it has a load of stone in it, and it's heading off back to the main base to dock to the carrier and deposit all of its raw resource. And yeah, I know I'm digging a ditch. It should be fine. But before too long, I'm going to have to start going forward. Or I'll have to go forward a very considerable amount. Just simply because the angle of approach for the drone. But, as of right now, I'm still in the clear. And something I can do is go ahead and try to model the inside. Like, figure out how all the internals are going to lay. What I know is this thing is going to need an insane amount of hydrogen. Because, I mean, it's all going to have an insane amount of storage, and I'm going to use the cargo drones themselves to fuel it. Basically, how I'm going to set it up is the cargo drones will have a few, you could say, settings? Conditions. That would be a better word. Each cargo drone will have a few conditions. One being, if its cargo is full or not. That would basically be saying, if your cargo's full, leave to... the lifter, the carrier, I don't even know what to call this thing. But depart to this if it's full, if your cargo's full, and as soon as it's empty, detach and head back to the base to refill on cargo. And I'm going to have one of each type of drone for each resource that the carrier will need, which is basically one of everything That's the best way to put it. And then the other condition will be its fuel percentage. And basically, the setting will be the condition that will be set is if your fuel is below 25%, for example, leave to go refill your fuel. And if your fuel's at 100%, you're good to depart. But that's going to be logic, which will be interesting to figure out because I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. But that shouldn't take me too long to figure out. Impact damage. Always wonderful. Also, one other thing with this carrier is it's going to have no internal material storage. It'll have internal fuel storage and technically internal material storage, but that's only because of the build and repair systems that will be on board. Other than that, it's not going to be carrying anything. So all it will have is its hydrogen and... Ooh, power generation also. I completely forgot about that. Probably batteries and hydrogen generators. Considering that... I think hydrogen thrusters don't use any power. I could be wrong, but... Yeah, no, I don't think they have any passive power draw, but they might have passive fuel draw. So that's why when this thing is almost up and running, or is up and running, I'll have the cargo drone start ferrying in the fuel it needs. And I may make a cargo drone that's specifically made for the fueling process. But yeah, just building this lifter and hoping... Oh man, I am hoping that nothing lands and hits this thing, because if it does, whatever's getting hit will most likely be demolished. Instantly. Okay. But yeah, I'm only getting started on this build. That's the annoying thing. I am nowhere near done. Because I still have all the internal systems to build. I have the other 2 thruster pods to build also. With, now that I think about it, 50 thrusters each. Oh man. Yeah, I think this is going to take a while to build. I already know that. But I did increase the drone's maximum speed. I'm curious. I'm going to test something when the drone comes back. Wherever it is. I think it should be on its way back now. It should be you, right? And and look at that. It's on its way. It just left. Interesting. How intriguing. But yeah, basically how this thing is going to look is it's going to be a cross with It's basically going to be a tube, but with a four-way intersection. That's the best way I can think of putting it right now. But I am not looking forward to building the rest of this. I mean, I could go ahead and start building the cargo drones, which I'll need to make like 4 or 5, way more than 4 or 5 copies of the same drone. And the annoying thing is, this drone will have to mount to the bottom of, or will have to dock, I should say, to the bottom of this station. Because if it doesn't, then, to put a long story short, it's going to, oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, to put a long story short, they're going to crash into the ground before they have a chance to dock, which I don't want. I don't want them crashing into the ground, that is. I am curious to see what would happen if I maxed out the speed limit of the drone. Speaking of which, where is it? Oh. I should be able to see it now. Oh, yep, there it is. Very center of the screen. There it is. Yep. I really need to throw a beacon on that. Yep, okay. There we go. Now I can actually determine its location. And I can hook it up to the event control timers. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that also. And I will throw it. Beacon. There we go. Did I spell that right? Yep. Okay. Empty. Set up actions. And of course I can't because it's not built. Flight move. I'll set it up to 75 is its new maximum, because it seems to me that the cargo drone already knows what speed to go and when. Like, it doesn't require my exact input. Or it doesn't, that's not what I meant. It doesn't try to accelerate to maximum speed as soon as it can. That's what I meant. That's what I've noticed with the AI, which is a really nice touch. Okay. So now, waiting game. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to turn off the AI, aren't I? Dang it. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn off the AI so I can get the beacon welded up so I can set up all the actions. But this thing should still be drilling. And it's not at maximum extension yet, so I should... Well, it just got burnt. That didn't sound good. Oh. It's just simply a plating block. I need to expand that armor. And honestly, I'm calling it my AI core, but it's not. It's very simple AI or very simple grouping of blocks that allow me to fully set up an AI that's only dependent on its cargo. So I think I can copy this and I can copy this and the other. I can copy this so I can make the other drone AI. The gas, the tank percentage drone AI. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why that was so difficult for me. I mean, yeah, I can definitely figure out how to do an AI that will do all the steps I need it to, but it'll just take a little while. Okay. And Ham's not accelerating anymore. I'm decelerating. Because the AI is incredibly smart. Ow, I bit my tongue. The AI is incredibly smart, as I was saying. The reason I say that is it's slowing down now, even though it knows it doesn't. It's slowing down now because it knows it doesn't have great reverse thrust. But what I need to do is instead of head straight for the landing zone, I need to go get some stuff welded up. And you'll see what I'll be getting welded up in a minute. And of course you all already know about the beacon, but there is more. Okay. The fact that I'm still slowing down is honestly not surprising to me. Considering exactly how heavy this craft is. And you may be asking, what exactly am I doing? I'm giving it more forward and reverse thrust. And yeah, I know that means I'll have less power. Excuse me, sorry. That means the drone will have less, or it'll consume more uranium. It's not like this thing consumes a lot of uranium. I mean, with all of its systems on, and with all of its systems on and its thrusters active, it still has like 20 some odd days of power left. 20. So I'm not in the slightest bit worried about this drone falling out of the sky. And if it does fall out of the sky, I still have those backup batteries. Okay. And now the fun bit of going to get all this built. And I can't go over there, or I would dock, but again, all the materials are not working. None of the build and repair systems are working because I'm actively siphoning all the resources out of it. Why was that so difficult for me to say? Please don't blow up. That's also some... Oh, man. What blew up? A single vertical thruster. Wonderful. To be fair, it could have been all of my vertical thrust, so I am happy with that. Okay. So now this drone should have much better acceleration and deceleration. Okay. Okay. Thrusters. Okay. Timer block. So I want empty. Setup actions. Turn block on. Whereas the full one, setup actions. Nope. Should toggle it off. And I'll go ahead and turn that off so I can see exactly if it works or not. And I'll go ahead and go back to my construction grounds, which I'm running low on materials again. And how did I forget about the human missile? Basically where you turn your character into a missile by angling and then turning off your dampeners, and just flying. I don't know how I forgot about that. Again. Down further. There we go. Because believe it or not, you as a player don't need a lot of vertical acceleration. You just need a lot of horizontal. Oh, that's neat. The view actually returns back to place when you're in your jetpack. And I'm just waiting for the returning signal. And also, the returning signal will be able to allow me to see if something's, maybe. It might be able to let me see if something's wrong with a drone. But if I'm going to use that core for AI, then I'm going to need to blueprint it. Because although, yes, it's a very simple core, it's a very good core. Because, I mean, it's cause and effect. That's what all logic is. You have a cause, and you follow it through till you figure out what the effect is. And that's really the same with AI. Like, best example are logic gates. Well, I mean, yeah, I went over all this already, earlier. If the car goes at 100%, then fly and dock to the carrier. If it's at, if your fuel's at 20%, undock from the carrier and fly all the way to the base. Yeah. There we go. Now I have that start. So, I mean, yeah, it's fairly simple once you grasp the initial concept, but you can make it as simple or as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. Which, saying that is, knowing me, I wind up making things too complicated. And then I get confused as to why it's not working and then just stop. Possibly just simply completely scrapping the project and then starting from scratch. But I mean, sometimes that's the only thing you can do. And I think the drone's working. That's something I can do. In the docking timer block, I can make it so that that the drone will turn off its broadcast. So that's one less signal on my screen. That might be a very good idea. But yeah, as you can see, this is a very time-consuming process. And I don't want to be... Oh man, it's so nice actually being able to tell how far away the drone is. And as for this, is it fully extended yet? No, it's not. You're kidding me. Or is it? Is it still drilling? No, it's not fully extended yet. You can tell by the depth of all the other minor holes. When you can tell when comparing all the other minor holes. And speaking of which, let me go ahead and intercept. Dang it. Oh, man. Dang it. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay. Okay. Yep. That's annoying. But I mean, hey. Why did I just phase through that? Also, I may or may not have messed up the build and repair systems, and they've ground down a few blocks here and there. Annoyingly. And again, human rocket. Nearly horizontal. That's the best way to do it. And you can do slight things like rotate and so on to get more precise. Like, just to turn some. You can use that. I was not expecting the ability to throw tools at... Well, there's my body. And here's my bag. But as I was saying... As long as it doesn't decide to leave again... Okay, so I want K, timer block docking, setup actions. That would be the return, turn block off. And then I want to go to the Timer blocks, full, setup actions, remove. And I mean, hey, I need more hydrogen anyway, so I can use this to my advantage. So I can test both the drone's new top speed and also to see if the beacon works or not. And really, the more thrusters I add, the higher its acceleration is going to get. But, to be fair, it already seems pretty high. Oh my, it seems really high, actually. 60, and then it begins to slow down. The fact that the drone knows exactly when to begin slowing down is amazing. It's incredible. Huh. Well, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that amazing stuff, and I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye, guys.